day 3 and I feel energized. Sometimes, you just need a good night's rest to get the mojo going. So I'm going to be toggling back and forth between live videos and recorded videos, depending on the day. Today is a live video, and I just got really inspired. Slept, let the creative juices flow. I said, I can do this. I know I got something, and I'm going to be able to help people. Over the last year, I've been learning so much, and I'm just going to just pour it into you guys to help you achieve whatever it is you want to achieve with creating a business, building wealth. And I learned some fascinating things. Like, there's a rule called the bullion rule, and it's to be very specific in what it is that you're doing. Like, for example, I help overworked employees, or I help employees make more income. But the bullion rule is making it very specific. It's either like a yes or a no type answer. If you Google it, you'll get a better definition of it. But today I was able to apply that. And I said, you know what? I have the capabilities of helping people make their annual income in a month's time. Yes, I do overestimate or underestimate. I don't know which one's the right word, but I don't use the right measurement of evaluating. And that's a personal thing, which I'll get over and be better at it. So with that being said, I said, you know what? It's going to be a 12-month program that I'm going to help people be able to make their annual income into a monthly income. Doubters will be like, no, that's impossible. It's impossible because you're limiting your thinking. You're limiting your beliefs. If you change your beliefs, you'll change your outcomes. It all starts with what you believe. If you believe something is true, it ends up being true. But if you challenge your beliefs, you'll get like a totally different outcome. The first time I heard this sentence, it's easier to make a lot of money in a short period of time than it is to make a little bit of money over a long period of time. My world just went upside down. I was like, what? I was like, how is that even possible? And it's possible because but if you change what you do to make money, it is possible. For example, if you exchange your time for money, yeah, it's almost impossible to make a lot of money. But if you exchange value for money and disassociate your time from it, it opens up a whole new world for you. And when you can do that type of thinking, it's a game changer. So for example, you do consultation for people and you charge $150 an hour. Now, when you disassociate your time from it and you now say create a course teaching that, or doing the consultation or teaching the person the end result, and then doing a call once a week in a group setting, you just disassociated your time, exchanging your time for money. Because now that course can run in the background and sell automatically 24/7, 7 days a week. Whereas you only have 24 hours in a day. 6 to 8 of those hours, you got to go to sleep. So right there, you're already losing, right? And if you can only talk to one person at a time, again, you're losing. But now if you find ways to automate, delegate your task, you win all day long. And that's how you need to think. Think of yourself as a business. How do I take myself out of the business and create something that can duplicate itself time and time again? We live in the day and age of technology. One of the guys that I talked to, he's a genius. This guy created an automated food ordering system, and he also did automated for his calls for people coming into his program. And I tried it out. It was so real. Like, it was like, hey, what's your name? I told him my name. Oh, what brings you here today? I told exactly what I said, and it literally had an answer right away. I was like, what the heck? I was like, yo, I need to figure this out. People are figuring out different ways to duplicate themselves. And if you can train AI good enough, you don't need to hire people. You have AI doing all the work for you. Imagine running a marketing agency, or not even a marketing, like a sales, sales call center. And in that call center, you need at least like 20 employees. If you can have AI doing that, you can have an infinite amount of number of call center agents at your fingertips. And if you train them all like you, like if you're a killer salesperson and you train the AI to be like you, and you have enough lines to call 100 people a minute, man, you're making some serious bread right there. Like, it's so crazy what you can do in business. Now, if you didn't catch, like, that was something you can go out there and actually do. If you had an idea like that, go out there and try it. I came up with this formula today for myself, and it's based off of somebody else's, but I made it mine. Why? Because when you make things yours, it makes it much easier for you to execute, opposed to doing other people's execution. Like, it doesn't work the same way, right? So like Alex Hormozi, he has this thing called the value equation. I don't know what I'm calling mine yet, but his is dream outcome, perceived likelihood of achievement over time delay times effort and sacrifice. That's his formula. But then I kind of rearranged it where it suited me. And I immediately got it. So I was like, like I had an aha moment. That's what they call it, aha moments. And from that aha moment, I said, okay, if I can get somebody to see that I see their dream outcome, how do I get them? Now, I'm going to use the word persuade, because persuasion is helping people make a decision that they already desire to make. You're just helping them, leading them towards that path, versus convince, where it's for my own selfish needs to get them to buy what I'm selling, which that's what I'm not trying to do. I'm just trying to help them make the decision that they already have made. For example, someone says, I hate my job, I hate my boss, I want to start my own business, but I don't know what to start, and I need help organizing this stuff. My job is to help you see that I have the answers that you're seeking, which is through persuasion. Not convincing you like, hey, yeah, like, this is what I have, blah, 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 or you should go back to work type thing. Like, no, I'm not here to convince you. I present my offer. If my offer aligns with what you need, then we move forward. That's it. So going back to what I'm saying, it's like you found me, you see what I can do. Now it's like, is this guy legit? Can he really do what he's saying he could do? Now, with that being said, it's taking so I help you overcome the objections, or whatever it is that you're thinking in your mind, I'm gonna have an answer for that. So the perceived likelihood of achievement, if this is something that you really want, and I can show you that others have done it, that have been in similar situations, or I've been in that similar situation, you're more than likely or more than capable of doing it. Now, how long is it going to take me? It's going to take you shorter than it took me to do it, or the last person to do it, because it's something that we've done again and we made it better each time. That's what you call iteration. What do I have to give up? How much work do I have to do? You have two routes. You have the hard work of doing the work, or you have the hard life of not doing the work. The choice is yours. So either which way, life is going to be hard. but it's the which hard are you going to choose? So that's me taking the value equation and making it my own. And I came up with the Z formula because you go from, or the A to Z formula, you go A, you go down, and then you hit Z. So A to Z formula. So I'm taking you from A to Z and helping you overcome those limiting beliefs, whatever it is you think that you can't do or you're gonna struggle with. I come in and I help you fix those problems. I'm the fixer. So, for example, I had one of my clients, he had a breakthrough yesterday, and not always your breakthroughs are gonna be money, but it will lead you to the money. I help you become your future self. He was just struggling and struggling, thinking, what kind of business do I want to do? Yes, he does want to do business. He just doesn't know what type of business to start. And like, I just keep thinking and thinking. I was like, what can this guy do? Like, he's not telling me something. I don't know what it is, but I just can't unlock what it is that he needs. And then finally, I called him just out the blue, but that I was gonna pitch him something, or I just asked him, "How you liking the program?" And he's like, "Yo, I like it. Like, it's helping me unlock stuff that I never thought of, so on and so forth." So I was like, "All right, great." And through the conversation, then he told me something. I was like, "Bro, how long have you known this? Like, why haven't you told me this on the calls that we're having?" He's like, "I don't know, man. Sometimes I was like, "Bro, you're sitting on a gold mine. This is what you needed to let out and get out there. Like, you have a vast knowledge of this. Go put it out there. Test it out." When you come into my program, we start with the research stage. You're like a scientist. You're just trying to see what works. When COVID happened, they didn't know how this came about, but they said we need to create a vaccine and we need to create it quick because it's killing everybody. So they had to go and do research, figure out what worked from what didn't work. They were testing different formulas over and over again. Once they figured it out, guess what they did? They packaged it and they sold it. Not directly to us, but they sold it to countries. They sold it to governments. That's what they did. So you need to be in research mode if you can't figure out what it is that you want to do in terms of a business. It doesn't matter how long the research takes. It's you putting in that effort every day, consciously, put in that conscious effort to say, yes, I'm going to do the work. I'm going to do the work. It's the little increments that you do that will help you get to that end goal. So don't stop trying. Just keep going. And I'm proud of myself because I'm day 3. I'm 3 days in. Yeah, it's very far from now. But when I look back, and it's going to be day 364, and I say 364 because I'm running on a 28-day calendar cycle. And I'm going to be so proud of myself, be like, you did the damn thing. You stuck to it for a whole year. I don't care how shitty the quality is. It's the fact that I'm just disciplining myself to come on here and show up. And if you watch until the end, I appreciate you, and do me a favor, just hit the subscribe button and share this with a friend, because if you don't share information, you're being selfish. I'll see you tomorrow.